Good morning, everyone. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've decided to do another video before I go outside to show you, explain to you some of the stress that happens before I even go outside and walk my dog. So I got up this morning. I told you somebody kept me awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I just go back to bed. I just force myself to go back to bed. There's no way I'm going to stay awake at 3 in the morning wandering about. There was no messages, so I don't know what the reason was for waking me up at 20 past 3 in the morning last night. I haven't got a clue, but I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I haven't gone and done anything bad, and I haven't shouted or got cross or anything, right? So they try and say, oh, she's mad, it's all in her head. But I've put the WhatsApp message on my Facebook where someone said to me, eat your veg. And then when I went to post a letter, there was a car with a veg number plate, VEG. I'm not mad, guys. Not mad at all. I can prove what I'm saying. So the guy upstairs went out to take his kids to school, and then a taxi appeared outside, a red and white taxi. My mum said yesterday, she said, oh, if you want to come up and see me, I'll pay for the taxi. I've declined it. I'm not going up to see my mum. I am not being made fun of. I'm tired of these shenanigans where they're taking the piss out of me. It's criminal, it's nasty, it's horrible. I can prove what they're doing. Gang stalkers mimic, they take the piss. They mimic the way you walk, your voice, and the way you dress, and it pisses me off. So I draw the blinds, shut the windows, and completely ignore them as much as I'm able to. Sometimes, obviously, I need to go onto the balcony to put my washing out, to water my plants. And many months ago, I used to do live streams on there, and they played up. They drove motorbikes on the pavement underneath the balcony. It was noisy, it was unbearable, I couldn't stand it. Deliberate sabotaging my videos so that I can't sit out there in peace. And I'm not talking loud, I wasn't shouting, I was sat on my balcony, just sat on the chair. I can't do anything without them interrupting, trying to get attention and take it away from me. So they're narcissists, they're selfish, they want all the attention on them, so I can't even talk to a camera screen. Can't even talk to a camera, which is unbelievable. So this taxi drove off, red and white. It's either Vokes or ABC, I don't know which one. Medway taxis. I don't get taxis now. I walked to Strood the other day where I put my electricity onto my electric card. I walked. I don't take taxis anymore. It was never me that paid for the taxi, it was my mother. And I'm trying to cut the apron strings and look after myself. I don't want all that shit. I'm a grown adult. I don't like the way my mother speaks to me. I don't like where I'm made fun of and I have to forced to listen to a repetitive speech for 3 hours. And then when I get in the taxi to come home, they're all repeating what my mother said. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be brainwashed. I don't want drugs in my body. I'm not saying that I'm being fed drugs. I'm just saying I don't want drugs in my body, whether it's inhaling cannabis or whatever. I don't want to be taken advantage of. I'm not a prostitute or a whore. I'm very angry with what my mother's done. Very angry. I'm not a joke. What's happened to me is criminal and disgusting, and I want them all held accountable for it. No one's going to brainwash me, flush it down the toilet or hide it under the carpet anymore. what was done to me was absolutely disgusting. Right? And if you want to blame me for what you've all done, if you want to blame me and hide what other people have done and use me as a scapegoat, you go ahead and you do that. But I know who did what they did, and I know it wasn't me. Right? Also, if you want to go ahead and make fun of me because it all makes you feel better, you do that. But then you're all going to be held accountable in one way, shape or form. Because you can't keep doing it and getting away with it. The Hillsborough disaster came to light. A lot of child abuse cases are coming to light from the 60s, 70s and 80s. You can't stop it coming out. Now I'm going to do my Alexa bit because I missed that this morning. Good morning, Alexa. Good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to Jedi Master Mark Hamill. May the Force be with him today, and always.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 9:16 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Thursday, the 25th of September.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke? It doesn't matter if he's stomping on the ceiling. Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Sorry, I was trying to do my thing and it's not excessively loud and someone's thumping on the ceiling. Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What goes tick tick? Bow wow. Tick tick. Bow wow. A watchdog.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Right now in Rochester, it's 11 degrees Celsius with partly sunny skies. Today's forecast has lots of clouds, with a high of 18 degrees and a low of 9 degrees.
And Alexa, which celebrity was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 25th of September include Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michael Douglas, Will Smith, Mark Hamill, and Christopher Reeve.
Alexa, how old is Will Smith?
Will Smith is 57 years old.
Will Smith is born in the same month as me and he's the same age as me. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Will Smith. So guys, I'm up and at it this morning. The sun's out, but I'm taking it easy. I'll go out when I want to. I won't be forced out of my flat through noise. So the guy upstairs has now come back. He's come back and there was a car. Charlie, that guy I met called Charlie, the last time I saw him with his girlfriend, he was outside Costa Coffee getting into a gold car. So there was a gold car parked outside Tracy's flat with the number plate Lur, L-U-R. And I'm mentioning this because the last thing I was told was that Tracy Jenkins wrote nasty things about me and sent them to a member of my family. And now the guy upstairs keeps parking outside a lady's flat called Tracy. Right? So there's a connection with what has been going on with the guy upstairs, my mother ringing and members of my family telling me things, right? So it's all being logged and dated and it's going to get sent to the police and the housing. And I'm not stopping. So today's incidents have gone into the log. And it's all right making loads of noise trying to get me out of my flat, but it's not happening. I'm not going up to someone that is manipulating me, forcing me to hear things I don't want to hear, affecting my mental health and locking me in a flat for 4 or 5 hours listening to absolute drivel, which is driving me round the bend and also making me feel ill. Keep going on and on and on about my father who's dead. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Right? I am not listening to it anymore. I'm not being controlled. I'm not being manipulated by narcissistic people that are selfish. Well, it's all about you, Ginestra. It's about time someone heard about me. Yeah, well, you should have thought about that when I came down in 2008 and I was assaulted by my father. I told her that yesterday as well. I said I'm working through trauma after what my father did to me. She's been told. I don't care if I haven't got a penny. I'd rather sit here with no ties and no binds to somebody that is obviously trying to manipulate me to shut my mouth. And that goes for everybody else as well. Just because my father's dead, it doesn't mean I've just got over it. He abused me since I was 10. And then when I finally get free of him in 2021, it seems my mother seems to want to control me. I can't have a relationship. I can't speak to anybody. I can't even talk to a YouTube because people get... What is that? Trying to interrupt it. I just went onto the balcony this morning after he'd gone out upstairs, yeah, and someone went, "Oi!" A woman, "Oi!" Like you're some sort of possession. "Oi, you! Oi!" Not a human being, look. "Oi! Come here! Oi! You, come here! Oi!" I calmly put my clothes on the dryer. I didn't look in the person's direction, and I went back into my flat and I shut the door because they are dying for a reaction. They want you to act mad so they can say, oh no, father didn't abuse her, she's crazy, she's mad. Because my dad isn't alive to defend himself, is he? I'm not having her manipulation. I'm not having my mother's manipulation. It's not care. It's not concern. She's just looking after her own self. Now, my brother's gone, my sister's gone, my dad's gone. She latched on to my dad. She didn't want to know me when my dad was alive. She did not want to know me. She latched on to my father, buying my father things, doing this and doing that. And when I used to ring up, your dad doesn't want to see you. Now my dad's gone, she's latched on to me all of a sudden. And I don't want to know. Now the sun's shining outside. I'm going to walk my dog later. And the best thing people can do is leave me alone. I am over 18. I know what I want and I will get it. See you later.